they're 2 inches because Fury's 2 inches taller than Wilder. So, but if Wilder can stay in close, he can nullify that reach. He's 34 years old. Okay, Fury on the other hand is 31 years old. Okay, this isn't like I said. This ain't no slouch. This guy is coming to punish, and when he punishes, it's gonna be a fight for everybody to see. We haven't seen a fight like this, honestly, since Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather, the biggest fights of the century. Now we all know Floyd is coming back. That's cute, but it's not gonna be as big as these fights here. So we're gonna see exactly what goes down. Some of the other big fights I'm going to talk about as I go off the tangent a little bit to talk about some of the other fights that's coming up. So in Atlantic City, New Jersey, you're going to see Clarissa Shields and Ivana Habazin, women fighters. You're going to, that's for the middleweight fighter division. For the WBO middleweight title in Miami, January 30th, the day after my birthday. Demetrius Andrade will fight Luke Keelan. Now, if anybody who knows Demetrius Andrade, he had fought one of the guys I had on this show here, Alantez Fox. They had a bout, and unfortunately, Fox had lost that fight in 12 rounds, which I'm sure at some point they will most likely get a rematch. That's going to be about. I cannot wait to see. I can't wait to see Fox get back in the ring against that dude, but. We'll see what happens with Fox's upcoming fights in the middleweight division. So we'll see how that goes. But those are the fights that are coming up, and then obviously you're gonna have Wilder versus Tyson Fury on the 22nd of February, and then for the end of the boxing month in February, it'll be Mikey Garcia versus Jesse Vargas. Now, that's gonna be a good fight. That's gonna be a very good fight to watch. But in the welterweight division, I want people to look at this one. It's going to be Danny Garcia versus Ivan Redkach. Now, Redkach ain't no slouch, but I think Danny Garcia could pull that one out. It's just a regular welterweight fight. It's a big fight, but we're going to see how that goes. But there's a lot of championship fights coming up in these next couple of weeks, so it's going to be a little bit something shaking up here. And so with that being said, if I'm going to choose my fighter to win this one, I got the Bronze Bomber winning this one in 12 rounds, and it's going to be by a split decision. It's going to definitely be a split decision. I don't foresee this being a runaway fight unless somehow Wilder just takes him to school. Unless he takes him to school and just straight up knocks him out, or vice versa if Tyson Fury takes Wilder to school. Because I always tell people, in the words of the great Mike Tyson, everybody always got a game plan until they get punched in the mouth. So, we shall see how this goes. So, with that being said, I got Wilder winning this fight. It's going to be a very good fight. It's going to be shown on ESPN, Showtime, and possibly and on Fox on pay-per-view. So, that's going to be very, very interesting to watch. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to take a quick commercial break. When I come back, we're going to talk about Joe Burrow and the Heisman and how, I don't know why he got it in the first place, but that's neither here nor there. Don't go anywhere. No BS show.
What's up, everybody? I'm here at Bowie State University representing for WBGR. We're here to see if some of these college students know their breakfast trivia. Do you know your cereal? So I'm here in the student center with a couple of students. How y'all feeling? Good. So I want to test y'all knowledge on breakfast trivia. Y'all ready? Yeah. All right, so the first one is finish the slogan. I'm cuckoo for
Cocoa Puffs.
All right, silly rabbit.
Tricks of the kids.
2 scoops of. 2 scoops of.
Cornflakes.
Comes in a purple box, sunshine on it.
Raisin bread.
They're magically delicious.
Wait,
Lucky Charms.
Lucky Charms.
All right. Snap, crackle, pop.
Rice Krispies.
Yep. Kid tested, mother approved.
Oh, I don't know. Not a mom.
Whose mascot is a tiger?
Flakes. No. Yes. Tony. What you saying?
Mascot is a toucan bird. Whose mascot is Fred Flintstone?
Fruity Pebbles.
The taste you can see.
Taste you can see.
No one sounds familiar.
The taste you can see.
The taste you can see.
Oh, that's what is that?
Oh, you phoning a friend? Here you got a phone. Which one of these cartoons was not made into a cereal? You got 3 choices. A. Donkey Kong. B. Pokemon. C. SpongeBob. SpongeBob. Trick question. They all were. Oh wow.
What?
I never seen no SpongeBob cereal. Kid tested. Mother approved.
Checks. No. Kicks.
Yup, you got it. Some of these college students definitely know their trivia. It was fun interviewing them to see what their knowledge was. Hopefully next time we can get a couple of more students at some other schools and test their knowledge. Do you know your cereals?
And I'm back, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna talk about Joe Burrow and how this dude got the Heisman. I'm just kind of mind boggled. I'm not gonna front with y'all. I did not think that he was gonna get the Heisman. I just didn't. Everybody was gonna call me crazy, but I really did not think he was gonna get the Heisman. Now I get why he got it. I still don't see it. I just don't. Okay. I get it. He thrown 48 touchdown passes and only 6 picks. I get that. And then he ran for 3. Okay, congratulations. Wow. All right, he could throw touchdown passes. But Dwayne Haskins thrown for 50 touchdowns and only 8 interceptions. And he didn't get the Heisman. Oh, wait. My bad. We're not gonna get into the real reason why he... There's a reason why he didn't get the Heisman, but we ain't gonna allude to that now, are we? So I mean, this is the thing that gets me. You know, I think what gets me is I think what gets me is, and this is what I understand. I don't get this. How could you sit here and tell me that I don't sit here get how you could tell me that Justin Fields wasn't better than Joe Burrow? I don't understand how anybody can't tell me that. I only want somebody to try to justify to me how Justin Fields was not a better quarterback. Justin Fields is only 20 years old, and I get it. You know, he's a young kid. And he's about to go up against some of the top guys in the league. But my thing is with Justin Fields, he ran for 10 touchdowns, and he's thrown for 40, and he only thrown 1 pick. So for his 1 pick, he threw 40 touchdowns. How is your touchdown to pick ratio literally 40 touchdowns to 1 pick? Matter of fact, let's actually do the math, all right? Let's 48 divided by 6, right? So he's thrown 8 touchdown passes. So he's thrown 48 touchdowns divided by what? 13 games? So he's throwing a little over close to 4 touchdowns a game, okay? And in those those games, let's be honest for a second, you know, and in those games, and this is what really gets me, okay? I just don't get this. This is the same kid, like, let's just be real, like, he thrown 6 picks, and he fumbled a couple of times. But yeah, and still, we're going to crown him because he ran for like, what, 3 touchdowns? But Justin Fields, on the other hand, ran for 10, thrown for 40, and only thrown 1 pick. That means this man is it made one turnover all season throwing the football? I'm just saying. Okay? 0 fumbles. 0 fumbles. Kid hasn't fumbled the football. Joe Burrow has. But you know what? But hey, who am I? I'm just a guy watching the situation. So, you know, I get it. But, you know, I just don't see it. Okay? We're not even going to talk about Chase Young. Chase Young had, what, 16 and a half sacks? And he missed 3 games. He missed 3 games. Okay? Then we could talk about Jalen Hurts. Now, Jalen Hurts, I mean, I don't know why he wasn't in the conversation either. He got his soonest to a college football playoff. Thrown for 3,634 yards, 32 touchdown passes, 7 picks. But he ran for 18 touchdowns. And he caught a touchdown. He's a lot more versatile than Joe Burrow. Because he can throw the football, run the football, and he can catch the football. And then also, while getting 18 rushing touchdowns, he ran for 1,255 yards. And I'm just trying to fit. I'm like this. There were so much better people, more deserving of the Heisman than Joe Burrow. I'm sorry. I just don't see how. This dude. I just don't see how Joe Burrow was better than these 2 guys. I just don't see how. But, you know, I'm not going to say what I really want to say. Because I firmly believe that, like, there were certain other factors that I feel like were at play here. But it just doesn't make sense to me how you got 2 more versatile guys and 2. I mean, and what people are gonna understand is look at the NFL today. The NFL today now, they got guys that are doing some crazy things. You see what Patrick Mahomes is doing. He could throw on the run and he can run the football. Okay, Deshaun Watson, Russell Wilson, Lamar Jackson. Okay, I mean, guys, you got to be able to use your legs. Yeah, you can throw touchdown passes all day, but, you know, there was, an NFL as an analyst had compared Joe Burrow to Andy Dalton. Andy Dalton hasn't been. You know what's funny? There's a shout out to my mother who who made these graphics up here, right? My mom used to call Andy Dalton the Heat Miser. Because that's what he looks like. He looks like the Heat Miser. So, Andy Dalton, it's like if you're going to compare Joe Burrow to Andy Dalton, I hate to say it, like, you're basically telling me he's not that great of a quarterback. If you're telling me if that's the case, and I guess that's cool, I just don't understand, like, how Joe Burrow got it. But, again, like I said, you know, you can always call me at 301-429-9247. That's going to be the number to call. It is what it is. And, you know, we're just gonna roll with the punches, you know? We're just gonna roll with the punches because that to me is crazy. You know, that to me is crazy. You know, and I've seen a lot of things. You know, and I've been saying this for the longest time. You can't sit here and tell me that this dude is much better. You can't sit here and tell me that Joe Burrow was better than Justin Fields and Jalen Hurts. That's just, to me, that to me is just unprecedented. And I just don't think it's fair. I don't think it's right. I don't think that you could sit here and justify to me. But, I mean, maybe somebody else could justify to me, you know, why he got the Heisman. Maybe somebody else can do it. I don't know. Maybe I'm looking at it from a different set of lens, you know. But at the same time, that to me is just, you know, unheard of. Like, I don't know. But like I said, maybe you could just give me maybe people could just comment, put it in the comment section. Let me know what you think about it in the comments. I would like to hear what you guys got to say about Joe Burrow and you know how I feel like he should not should not have gotten the Heisman. I thought it should have went to Justin Fields or Jalen Hurts, those two guys, but definitely not Joe Burrow. I was like, this dude, okay, congratulations, throwing 48 touchdown passes. I like efficiency. If Justin Fields could throw 40 touchdown passes and only one pick, that means that he's not going to throw many interceptions. That means he reminds me a lot of Aaron Rodgers. That's an Aaron Rodgers-like quarterback. He's not going to turn over the football, but he's going to throw touchdown passes, and he's going to get you, and he's going to win games. Jalen Hurts, the same thing. 32 touchdown passes, 7 picks, but he ran for 1,255 yards. To me, that's a new Lamar Jackson. But hey, who am I? I'm just a guy analyzing the situation. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to take a quick commercial break. When I come back, we're going to talk about the state of the NBA because I'm done talking about this dude above me. Joe Burrow shouldn't have got it. Should have been Justin Fields. So, don't go anywhere on the No BS Show.
Hello and welcome to the Breakfast Mojo. I'm your host, Comedian Koi. We are back. Once again, this time it's King versus Clown. The clown, which we're talking about here, is none other than McDonald's hotcakes. And now we're going to also try the Burger King sweet syrupy stacks. Look at the box. Isn't that cute? Little box. All right, so we're going to try and see which is going to be the preferred pancakes, McDonald's or BK, Burger King. Yeah, so it's nice and hot. So let's see what happens here, folks. Let's see what I'm going to give a review. So they come with 3 stacks, as you can see. 3. Oh, look at the syrup just oozing. Okay. Let's try this. Let's make a comparison. I need some water. These are falling apart. McDonald's, they didn't fall apart at all, but these are can't really keep their form after pouring syrup on them. There's definitely a distinct taste between the two of them. Similar, but yet distinctly different. But I noticed that Burger King pancakes are a lot more sweeter by itself. The syrup, it really doesn't need syrup. It really does taste like a cake, literally. McDonald's, on the other hand, really not much to go off of. It just tastes like bread. It's really your preference, folks. Do you want hot bread? Or do you want a stack of cakes? Because that's what it tastes like to me. So here's for my review. I'm gonna give this a breakfast booty. I'm gonna give it a breakfast booty. It's a breakfast booty. And I'm gonna give McDonald's a breakfast blah. Because there's really nothing fantastic, even with the syrup added to it. And even without the syrup, there's really nothing fantastic. I could at least say that BK does have a distinct taste without the syrup, which is more sweet, if that's what you prefer. So, would it be the McClown or would it be the King? Let us know at the Breakfast Mojo on WBGR Entertainment. I'm your host, Comedian Koi. We'll have some more stuff coming your way. We're going to even visit a chef that's going to cook for us, and we're going to eat it, because that's what we do at the Breakfast Mojo.
And I'm back, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, the state of the NBA. We got to talk about the state of the NBA. So right now, and I've been trying to tell people this, the teams to beat are going to be the same usual suspects. So, let's go by conference. Right now, the teams to beat in the Eastern Conference are going to be the Milwaukee Bucks, the Raptors, and the Boston Celtics. Because the Sixers right now, it seems like they just can't get it together. They're 20-10 right now. If the season was to end today, they would be the number 6 seed. Boston right now is 19-7, but that's because they got 7 losses and they have 19 wins. The other teams in the East have played a little bit more games in Boston. So, for example, the Miami Heat, they played 2 2 more games in Boston, so they're 21-8. So that's what it comes down to. So they're 29 games in, whereas the Boston Celtics, they're 26 games in. So there's that. So they're 19-7, 12-4 in the conference. Okay, 5-3 in their division. They're 11-1 at home, but they're 8-6 on the road. So the Boston Celtics right now, they're just gonna fix what they do on the road, and it seems like they'll be a better basketball team. But the Bucks, on the other hand, 25-4 on the season. 25-4. They are playing at a high level like they did last year. 8-0 in the division, 14-2 at home, 11-2 on the road. Very good road team. So the Milwaukee Bucks are where they're supposed to be. And then they had a big win over the LA Lakers, which I knew they was going to do. Because every Lakers fan who likes to be on my page talking smack, I keep telling you, you didn't face anybody really and truthfully tough this year like that. And then you came across the Milwaukee Bucks. Told people they was going to lose to the Bucks, and thank God this wasn't the finals, because I can tell you right now, I'm pretty sure the Bucks will win that. I'm almost sure of that, because AD's not going to be enough. AD's not going to be enough. But I will give it to the LA Lakers. The LA Lakers right now, 24-5, 10-2 at home, 14-3 on the road. Very good road team. Very good road team, but they lost their last 2 games, which is not good, so they're going to have to pick up the momentum. They're going to have to get back into the swing of things and not lose any games. Okay, because right now, they need to take advantage of the fact that the Warriors right now are not good at all. They're a bad basketball team. They're hurt, and it looks like at this point, Steph is out. Clay's out. All the big name guys that's on this team is out. They're out for the rest of the year. It is what it is. So with that being said, we will see what happens next year, because I'm pretty sure the Warriors will be... This is going to be short-lived. Lakers fans can talk all the smack they want, but I'm telling you right now, this is going to be short-lived. The Lakers, they will have to see teams like the Rockets, the Denver Nuggets, okay, and I'll even go as far as to say is the Dallas Mavericks. The Dallas Mavericks ain't no slouches. Those are some good basketball teams, but the Rockets, as soon as they start clicking, there's going to be some real problems. So, right now, for you Wizards fans, I know you guys love your Wizards down here in the DMV. You guys are sitting at 8-19, and they ain't going to look any better, because right now, the fact that John Wall still having issues, Bradley Beal's doing it all by himself. I mean, it's just one of those situations where I think you've got to really look deep in your soul and say, what can this team do to be a better basketball team? But the surprise team of the year to me is the Miami Heat. The Miami Heat is the surprise team of the year to me. Here's why. I did not expect for Nunn to come out and play the way he's been playing. For Jimmy Butler to, do the things that he's doing, and some of the things and then with Hassan Whiteside being gone from that team, I wasn't so sure how this team was going to look. But they're 21-8. They're 21-8. 12-1 at home, 5-0 the division. They're just not a good road team, though. They are 9-7 on the road. So, yes, they have more road wins than they do road losses. But you have 7 losses. So, with that being said, you have to look at it like this. You've got to be able to win on the road, and you've got to be able to play up to your competition. Right now, the Celtics are holding the Atlantic Division at 19 wins, 7 losses. They're 5-3 in the division. Right now, the only other teams that are looking like they might be playoff teams is the Sixers, Raptors, and Nets in that division, because the Knicks, we all know the Knicks can't get out of their own way. Nobody worried about them. In the Central Division with the Bucks, it's going to be the Bucks, Pacers, and Pistons. I'm pretty sure those 3 teams will come out of that. And then it looks like Miami is going to be the only one coming out of their division in the Southeast Division. So, because they're pretty much running everything. In the Western Conference, Denver Nuggets, Utah Jazz are looking pretty good. I like the way they're playing. They're playing pretty solid. Because the Thunder, they're going to be trash. The Trailblazers got to get out of their own way. Once they got their own way and they start winning some games and they go on a nice little 20-game win streak, I'm pretty sure the Portland Trailblazers will be there. LA Clippers and the LA Lakers, obviously, That's obvious. They're very good basketball teams this year, especially with Kawhi Leonard and Paul George. But I think Kawhi Leonard and Paul George just need to get in sync. Once they get in sync, I'm pretty sure that team will overtake that division. And then, of course, in the Southwest Division, the Mavericks and the Rockets, pretty good basketball teams. I think that it'll come down to the Rockets, though. I think the Rockets can actually pull out that division because the truth is the Mavericks are young and they're inexperienced, whereas the Rockets, they are experienced, especially when you got guys like James Harden, Clint Capella, PJ Tucker, Russell Westbrook. You got all these guys. Now, if Russell Westbrook can get a handle on his attitude, this will be a good basketball team to watch. 10-4 at home, 9-5 on the road, 4-2 in their division. They are 11-5 in their conference, and they're on a 2-game win streak right now. They're looking very good. I like the way this team is playing. And so in the Northwest Division, like I said, looking at the Nuggets and Jazz, Nuggets is on a 5-game win streak. The Jazz is on a 4-game win streak. Very, very good basketball teams to watch. And so to end the state of the NBA right now, that we're already a quarter of the season way through. We're already a little past that. We're going to see how everything looks past the All-Star break. And then, of course, I have more analysis for you guys when that comes down to, because these basketball teams have been playing very good this year. And then getting back to an unsung hero, and I'm going to talk about the Celtics just a little bit before I end the show. Jason Tatum, averaging 20.8 points per game for the Boston Celtics, and this has been good because Kemba Walker's really been the focal point, but that's the unsung hero, and it's very good because for him in his development, because we saw what he did his rookie season. He had a down year last year, but this year he's coming a little long. It's a lot better than what he did last year, and we're going to be looking forward to what he's going to be doing this year and seeing what he's doing. And if he continues to keep playing up with this, he's going to be looking good, because he did train with the great Black Mamba himself and Kobe Bryant. And I always say this, if you train with Kobe, there's no reason why you shouldn't be dropping at least 20 a game. But he is now, so we're going to see how that goes. But the sleeper team I've got in this league is the Dallas Mavericks. Luka Doncic, and as much as I don't like Porzingis, Kristaps Porzingis and Luka, they have been balling out and they've been playing great basketball. Although Luka is out, and although the Celtics did beat the Mavericks the other night with Kristaps Porzingis on the team, Luka did not play that game, and that was a very close game. So I'm not going to say that the Celtics didn't get a good win, because they did, but Luka was not on the floor. So there's that. But, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank everybody for tuning into the show this morning. We had a great show. So I want everybody to go to the Facebook viewer group, No BS, No Holds Barred viewer group. I want everybody to go take a look at that and see some past shows and look at some stats. If you guys want to see stats, I can always provide those to you at the appropriate time, because I get a lot of my stats from ProReference.com, NBA.com, NFL.com, and a lot of other very critically acclaimed sources, right? Now let's look at the YouTube page. Like I said, look at past shows, okay? Then I want you guys to follow my blog on Blogger at No BS, No Holds Barred, Sports Talk, blogspot.com. So go ahead and go look at that next slide, please. So yep, so go ahead and look at that. That's my blog. Look at some articles. I will be putting up some new articles, especially since I'm going to talk about the upcoming NASCAR season. Also, look at my social media. Insane_Shane299 at Twitter. Shiz_29 on Instagram, and then Facebook, Shane Actor, and then Underground Sports LC.blogspot.com. Then also, if you want to advertise with the show, email me at undergroundsports@llc@gmail.com. Alright? Then, the last slide. Merry Christmas, everybody. Because I will not see you guys until next week. So I want everybody to have a Merry Christmas, open your presents, and please be careful with those real trees out there, because I know a lot of people go pick up real trees. Please be careful. Make sure that tree is treated right, so that way you don't have any fires in your homes. I'm very, very big on safety. Everybody who knows me, I know that. So, with that being said, Merry Christmas from the No BS team, which includes myself, my mom. I want to thank everybody here at WBGR. On behalf of the people here at WBGR, we say Merry Christmas to y'all. Shout out to Shane and Brandon for doing my show this morning. Merry Christmas to both of you. And they say Merry Christmas to all of you. Love you guys. No BS is out of the building. Peace.